Hey everyone, welcome back to Cook the Books. I'm your host CJ, and before we get into today's picks, just want to go over some things about the future of what we're going to be doing on the channel. We will still be doing pick videos. The only difference is, I've been basically, you guys know me as the host of this show, if you will. And I read out picks sometimes from me, sometimes from other cappers. And we've had people ask, like whose picks are actually being on the channel. And that can kind of get crossed. Basically, I'm the NHL guy here. I also do NFL and NBA and now MLB in the offseason of those main three sports. But going forward, all the picks on the channel will be my own picks. If there are extra picks, I'll provide those as bonus plays. And I'll let you guys know exactly which play is from another capper besides myself. But as far as like the main 3 to 5 plays, depending on what we have that day, basically the main 3, those will always be from me. And then we'll have maybe a couple bonus plays, and that will be from someone else in the Discord. And then you guys can just pick and choose on what you guys like and choose to tell those. But just wanted to clear that up and make sure that you guys know exactly what you guys are getting here. And transparency is key. So anyways, moving on to today's picks, let's get straight into them. We got some early MLB games today. First up, we're going to be taking a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher, Jared Jones. We're actually going to be taking a look at his strikeout line. He's got a strikeout line of 5.5. That's going to be a minus 135 on BetMGM. Again, depending on what time you see this video, always check multiple books and try to get the best line. And always remember, you don't have to take a pick. Say that you like this pick, but the odds have shifted to something that you don't want to play. You don't want to risk that much. Just skip it. It's not the end of the world. There's going to be another bet. Just be smart. And yeah, that's basically all I got to say about that. But Jared Jones, over 5.5 strikeouts. We are liking this one. He's over in 9 out of 14 games on the season with an average of 6.1. And the reason why I'm liking this one is because of the matchup. He's going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. If you guys have watched any Rays baseball, they are a strikeout machine. They rank 9th overall on the season, 7th in the last 15 games. When we're looking at their lineup, versus right-handed pitchers, they are not good. So, we've got Diaz, we've got a couple guys here that are hitting 256, 292, 253. Besides that, 198, like all these guys are around 200. The highest one out of all these guys. There's three actual hitters in this lineup, and really only 2 because this guy's only seen 134 plate appearances. So his number is a little off compared to these guys that have seen a lot more at bats. But we have not seen any good hitting out of these guys. And when we look at K percentages, which will be key for this line, we've got a 24% K percentage, 28, 28, 24, 36, 35, and 26, basically 27 right there. So, you've got 7 out of 9 guys that are 25 plus, 24 plus K percentage. So they're striking out once every 4 at bats. That presents a bunch of opportunities for Jared Jones to get some strikeouts. And he averages about a strikeout per inning. He's in the 63rd percentile. And he's in the 96th percentile for swinging strike percentage. So he's throwing a lot of strikes. He's getting a lot of strikes. And, again, a lot of targets for him to attack in this lineup. And I'm liking Jared Jones to go over 5.5 strikeouts. Again, depending on what time you see this video, shop the line, make sure you're getting a price that you like. So prop number 1, Jared Jones, over 5.5 strikeouts. And then prop number 2, we're going to be looking at Corbin Burns. Sticking with strikeouts lines, we're going to be looking at the under here. He's got a strikeout line of 6.5. We're going to be taking the under, and that is, minus 135 on Caesars right now, about 140 on most books. And he's under this line in 12 out of 15 games. When we're talking about him versus the Astros, he hasn't played them yet this year. Last season he played them, had 5. So he's under on the line in the head-to-head. Under in 20 of the last 30. And really most of his overs are coming from last season. So again, on the season, only 3 times he's been over this line. And when we're looking at Houston, this lineup, they do not strike out a lot at all. They have very good eyes in that lineup. They rank 28th in the MLB for a strikeout percentage, so not striking out that much. These are guys that see the ball very well and are either going to draw a walk, like guys like Alvarez, or they're going to be able to hit the ball and put it somewhere in play. So when we look at this lineup versus right-handed pitching, it's a lot of green. They are absolutely mashing against right-handed pitchers this season. Just looking at some of these guys, Altuve, Bregman, Alvarez, all around that 280 line. You know, a lot of these guys just they're above 250, 260 on the season. So a lot of great hitters in this lineup. And again, they do not strike out often. So we're going to be backing the stats on this one for under 6.5 strikeouts for Corbin Burnes. Again, under this line in 12 out of 15 on the season. So backing it here again. And that's going to be, again, a minus 135 on Caesars. And then moving on to our third and final prop, we're going to be looking at Randy Vasquez, the San Diego Padres pitcher, and we're going to be looking at his hits allowed. He's slightly favored to the under here, but I'm liking this spot for him to go over. This is a plus 100 on Caesars, and I think it's a line that has good value because he's over this line 3 straight, 5 of the last 6 out of 9 on the season, and he's playing at home. He's over in 3 straight at home, 3 out of 4 on the season. And, he's facing a lineup with Milwaukee. They rank 1st in on-base percentage, 5th in WRC+. So these are guys that hit the ball well. They're getting on base. And, against right-handed pitchers, kind of the same thing with the Houston lineup. They absolutely mash against right-handed pitchers. A lot of these guys, we've seen some 300s from Contreras, Yelich. I mean, we've got some absolute monsters in this lineup. Ortiz with 299. A lot of these guys are going to be putting the ball in play. And I mean, if you're looking at Vasquez's numbers, I mean, he's not impressed. He's gotten worse over his last 3 starts. Obviously you expect a guy to bounce back at some point, but I don't see that happening versus a lineup that, they rank 1st in getting on base. So you're looking at some of the stats for Vasquez. He's in the 7th percentile. I mean, look at these stats: 7th, 21st, and 5th percentile in some key stats here. Ks per inning, he's just over a half K per inning. Swinging strikeout percentage, 21st percentile, and then the strikeout plus the whiff basically is what this is. He's 5th percentile on that, so not good in any metric really, and he has shown time and time again that he gives up hits. I mean, even the games that he's going under on this line, he's getting 5 and 4, and again, he's facing the number 1 lineup for getting on base, and one that absolutely loves to hit against right-handed pitchers. So I'll back the lineup here with the Milwaukee bats, and I'll be taking Randy Vasquez over 5.5 hits allowed. Again, I think that's great value on this line for a plus 100. So I'm liking that prop, but that'll be our 3 picks for the day. If you guys want more free picks, we will be dropping, we always do drop free picks throughout the day over on our Twitter. Look in the link in the description, check our Twitter. We drop free plays over there all the time. And then as always, if you guys want to get in on these picks before the line moves, and then also just get access to a whole hub of information in our Discord, we have the VIP link down below. So check that out if you guys are interested. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. If you guys are following today's bets, good luck. And as always, let's cook the books.